We are the American Legion Department of New Jersey. Be the one.
I now call upon Lou Velasco, Director of Greater Wildwood Tourism and Improvement and Development Authority.
How you doing, Lou?
Good morning. On behalf of the Greater Wildwoods Tourism Authority and the New Jersey Sports and Expedition Authority, it is my honor to welcome you and our pleasure to host the members of the American Legion Department of New Jersey to the Wildwoods for your 2025 state convention. As members of the nation's largest veteran service organization, you continually show your commitment to assisting service members throughout their entire service cycle. Now, I hope you will indulge me this year as I share a very personal thank you to you all. Last year, at the conclusion of your convention, my son attended Boise State. I have to admit, thank you. I have to admit, I had never actually heard of Boise State, but I was pleasantly surprised that put me in a minority of people. So until he asked me to drive him to the Absecon Post for his interview, I had not really known what this would entail. Having sent him to many athletic camps over the years, I have to say when we arrived for graduation, which was possibly one of the hottest weeks of the summer, he was in his glory. He remains close with many of the young men from City 16, Johnson City. More importantly, he came home with a newfound sense of leadership and determination instilled from the members of the American Legion. I've been following the posts, mostly through Instagram, of New Jersey's 2024 Boise State alumni. And by my count, 12 are entering the ROTC programs. 27 will be attending Ivy League schools this fall. And 27 will very soon report to their selected service academies. My son will be one of them, reporting at 05:30 this summer to the United States Military Academy at West Point. And I've spoken with quite a few people about this, and a lot of people congratulate me. And the congratulations are really a village. The old saying of "it takes a village to raise a child" is so true. And you all became a part of his village and his journey through the Boise State program. And for that, I could never thank the members of this American Legion enough. So again, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for all that you do. Because the success of this program and so many others that you support speaks to the extraordinary commitment you all make to our communities and to our country. So as you gather here in the Wildwoods, we pledge to make your time with us as pleasant as possible. We look forward to continuing our partnership with the American Legion Department of New Jersey to make the Wildwoods the proud home of your convention for many years to come. So again, I truly thank you all. I wish you a productive convention and an enjoyable stay in the Wildwoods. Thank you.
Thank you, as always. You don't care.
I'll now call on Joe Franco, Jr., Deputy Mayor of Borough of Wildwood Crest.
Joe, how are you?
Good morning, everyone. It's truly an honor to be here today with you all. When I was invited to speak to the American Legion on behalf of the Wildwoods, I felt deeply honored and genuinely humbled. How do I find the words worthy enough to speak to those who have given so much? What I could possibly say that matches the weight of your service and sacrifice. The most sincere and powerful thing I can offer is simply thank you. Thank you for everything you have done, not only for our nation, but for our neighborhoods, our communities, and our way of life. I come from a family that understands service. My father served in the U.S. Army during the 1950s, stationed in Germany. My uncle served in both the Korean and Vietnam Wars. So I know that wearing the uniform means more than just fulfilling a duty. It means missed birthdays, long separations, quiet sacrifices, and facing challenges that most of us never fully understand. You've given up comfort, certainty. The rest of us could not live in peace and freedom. You've endured difficult days so we can enjoy better ones. Though your background and paths may differ, you share a common sense, one rooted in protecting and defending the values we all hold dear. All through it all, you've shown the world that what it means to live in honor, embodying courage, perseverance, humility, and heart. Because of your service, we're able to gather today, freedom and safety. So on behalf of the entire Wildwoods community, I want to welcome you to our island. We hope you find rest here, joy here, a deep sense of appreciation you have given us all. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you all for that you have done. God bless you, your families, God bless our military, and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, here.
Now calling Adjutant Baker for the reading of the official call.
Yes, they're up here. Okay, bye.
Let's try and keep you awake. No sleeping today, all right?
Okay. Official call for the 106th Annual Department Convention. First session of the 106th Annual Call of the American Legion, Department of New Jersey is hereby called and will be held at the Wildwoods Convention Center, Wildwood, New Jersey, on June 12, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. for the purpose of electing delegates and alternates to the National Convention of the American Legion to be held in Tampa Bay, Florida, August 22nd through 28, 2025, electing officers for the ensuing year, and the transaction of other such business as may come be brought before it. Presentation or representation. Representation shall be by posts. Each post in good standing shall be entitled to one delegate and one alternate, and one additional delegate and one additional alternate for each additional 50 members for whom national, department, and county per capita taxes have been paid and cards delivered to department headquarters 60 days prior to the department convention, April 13th, 2025, 60 days. The department adjutant, based on the number of cards on hand at department headquarters and per national online report as of April 13th, 2025, will determine the number of delegates allowed each post. Each post is entitled to send to and seat in convention a number of alternates equal to the number of delegates to which the post is entitled. Alternates will have the power to vote only in the absence of the regular delegate. Elected officers, members at large of the Department Executive Committee, and past department commanders shall be delegates at large of the department convention, with vote to be exercised with their respective host. Under no circumstances may a delegate at large cast more than one vote on any subject under consideration. Article 5, Section 5 of the Department Constitution reads as follows. The delegates to the Department Convention shall be chosen by each post, and the credentials of such shall be certified to by post commander and post adjutant. The credentials of the delegates at large shall be certified by the department commander and department adjutant. Such delegates and delegates at large must be registered with the convention, and their registration fee paid to entitle them to vote on matters coming before the convention. Registration. Delegate and alternate registration fee of $15 must accompany credentials form as approved by the Department Executive Committee. There will be no on-site registration. Credentials will be issued only to those delegates and alternates who have pre-registered. Delegate and alternate credential forms will be mailed to all post adjutants shortly after the close of books on April 13th, 2025. Resolutions. All resolutions for national or department convention must be in the hands of the department adjutant at department headquarters, 171 Jersey Street, Building 5, Trenton, New Jersey, 08611, not later than May 28th, 2025, properly signed. All resolutions dealing with constitutional amendments will be in the hands of the department adjutant not later than May 14th, 2025, properly signed. By order of Department Commander Charles Andy Jackson, John D. Baker, Department Adjutant.
You got a copy of the rules for Dan to read?
He should have that, but let me see. He usually doesn't read the rules.
You have a copy with you?
He usually doesn't read the rules.
You got it in your
Mike.
program?
Well, talk to him. I know, but he doesn't have to read them all.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. The convention rules were emailed out or sent out via mail to everyone. The committee yesterday read over the rules and approved the rules as were written. I need a motion, make a motion that we approve those rules.
All those in favor? That's it?
In the packets.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Now I'll call upon Mike Babley for a report on Credentials Committee. Oh, good, Mike.
Good morning. I have before me the tally sheet of votes, and I'll read them off in alphabetical order. Atlantic County, entitled to 21, they have 11. Bergen is entitled to 71, they have 71. Camden, entitled to 43, they have 38. Cape May, entitled to 25, they have 23 here. Essex, 18, 8 here. Gloucester, entitled 26, they have 10 here. Hudson, entitled 17, they have 17 here. Hunterdon, entitled to 7, they have 7 here. Middlesex, entitled to 46, and they have 46 here. Wow, good. Monmouth, entitled to 40, they have 26 here. Morris, entitled to 41, They have 19 here. Got a little problem. Let's see. Ocean, entitled to 92, they have 85 here. Passaic, entitled to 26, they have 11 here. Salem, entitled to 5, they have 3 here. Somerset is entitled to 23, they have 14 here. Sorry for this. Sussex, entitled to 19, 9 are here. Union, entitled to 38, 31 are here. Warren, entitled to 22, 22 are here. Gives a grand total of eligible 656, and here is 474 at present. That's my report, Commander. Who?
I didn't hear you read Burlington, Cumberland.
Burlington,
11. I didn't hear you read it. Okay, no problem.
You didn't read Burlington, you didn't read Cumberland, and you didn't
Burlington,
read Mercer.
Cumberland.
Burlington is entitled 34, they have 11 here. Who else didn't I read?
Cumberland?
Cumberland is entitled to 6, they have 5 here.
The last one was
Messick,
Mercer.
Middlesex,
Mercer.
Mercer. Mercer County. Entitled to 20, they have 7 here.
You're good now.
Still a total of 474.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Commander.
Thanks, Mike. Now call on NEC Burley Hanna for the purpose of introductions.
We're honored to have one of our own here today. Person that I got my 4 years instructions under. So if I'm doing anything right, I did it. If I'm doing anything wrong, blame him. But I've had four good years under him, and I hope it showed on what I'm doing as the NEC. If I'm doing good, really, it's a lot to this next gentleman. Charles Chuck Robbins was elected as our National Vice Commander of the American Legion during the 105th National Convention in New Orleans on August the 28th, 2024. Robbins' eligibility in the American Legion comes from his service in the United States Army from 1975 to 78, where he served with both the 3rd Infantry Division and the 18th Airborne Corps. He was honorably discharged as a sergeant. He is a member of the Shore Bonus American Legion Post 351 in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. I didn't say the great county of Ocean. And has held or served on many of the American Legion offices or committees at the post, county, department, and national levels. These include New Jersey Department Commander 2006 to 2007, alternate National Executive Committeeman from 2013 to 2017, and National Executive Committeeman from 2017 to 2021. Robbins is employed by the New Jersey Department of Military and Veterans Affairs in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, where he serves as the Veterans Outreach Coordinator and assists to the Deputy Commission of Veterans Affairs. He has been married to his wife, Nancy, for 39 years and has 5 children, 11 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. He enjoys cruising, everything about the New Jersey shore to include boating, fishing, and swimming. He also enjoys playing golf and watching baseball, football, and soccer. He is an avid C-class collector with collections from areas all around the world including his favorite spot of the island of Aruba. Please give a warm New Jersey welcome for our own National Vice Commander, Chuck Robbins.
I just put this here.
Whatever you want, Al.
Was that James Bond?
That was
Thank
James
you.
Bond.
Oh,
I
thank
heard
you.
James Bond.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. What an introduction. Incredible. Let me get one thing perfectly clear, or let me make one thing perfectly clear before I start. National organization asks you for a bio, all right, when you go to training session before you become a vice commander, a national vice commander. I didn't have time to do it. I called Nancy back home. I said, Nancy, please send my bio to National's email address, and add a couple things to it. She had to add that sea glass thing. She had to add it, all right? I'm a real man. I like fishing, hunting. I like all kinds of baseball, football, you know, wrestling, everything, you know? But she had to add that sea glass stuff. She's the one who makes the art. She does all this and that. And we went on a cruise to Aruba, and there's a place about 40 miles from the port there called Sea Glass Island. You would not believe this place unless you go there to see it. So we get off the cruise ship, we get in a cab, drove 40 miles through neighborhoods I don't ever want to go back to, and there it is. This New York City retired police officer has a little rowboat place there, has about 10 rowboats. He charges a person $150 an hour, and all day long, people are going to this island collecting as much sea glass as they want. So we get there, we get on the island, and honest to God, it's 2 or 3 inches thick, all colors. She says to me, just get the blue, don't get the white and the brown, we don't need that, just get the blue and the green. So I got 17 pounds of it, and I fixed the wagon. I had to call United Airlines to get it back on the plane, no problem. But she still got some home, and unbelievable. I want a job like that retired police officer, and I'm not too far away because I'm retiring August 1st. So anyway, that's the story on that. So I'm a real man, though, trust me. All right, okay. Thank you, Burley, for that wonderful introduction. Department Commander Jackson, NEC Hanna, NEC O'Grady, past department commanders, members of the Great American Legion Department of New Jersey, distinguished guests, friends, my good friend, Major General Ed Crystal. It's great to see you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow, I'm back in New Jersey. It's an honor and a privilege for me to stand before my department here today as your National Vice Commander. I've been waiting for this a long time, and let me start by saying this. Thank you, New Jersey, for your support and confidence you had in me to be elected to this incredible position. I am forever grateful and will never forget it. Now, I've heard, thank you. I just want one thing explained to me. I heard a saying yesterday. I don't understand what it means. What does "don't fake the funk" mean? I don't understand it. Don't fake the funk. Is that a song like the Spinners or something like that? I don't know. All right, okay. So I bring greetings on behalf of National Commander James LaCourciere, who will be here Friday, as NEC Burley just said, whose vision on keeping or making the Legion bigger and stronger than ever is leading us forward with strength, purpose, and passion. Commander Jackson, I want to thank you for an incredible year of service to our organization and the Department of New Jersey. I followed you in your travels this year, and you have done so much for our American Legion and the veterans we serve. I thank you for that honorable service, sir. I also thank each of you here today for your service, your dedication, and your unwavering love of country. All right, let's go. President Ronald Reagan once said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on." That's what the American Legion does every single day. We are the protectors, the preservers, and the patriots. Thank you. Patriotism does not retire within us. We may have taken off the uniform, but we never took off the commitment. Our continued service through the American Legion is as vital now as it ever was. Whether advocating for our fellow veterans in Washington, D.C., hosting youth programs in our hometowns, or mentoring the next generation of Americans, we remain on duty. Patriotism means being visible in our communities. It means taking part in parades, flag folding and flag retirement ceremonies, conducting programs like Boys State, American Legion Baseball, or our fantastic oratorical contest. All of these remind America what honorable service looks like. And let me say this, when you disrespect our flag, you disrespect every life given for it. And when our freedoms are mocked or taken for granted, that's when the American Legion stands up. The American Legion will not be silent when veterans are ignored. We will not look away when the flag is burned and being raised. We serve still, and we serve proudly. Commander LaCourciere has laid out bold and essential priorities for this year and for our future. Growing and retaining membership is the lifeblood of our organization. I think we all know that. Change is needed and is being done to adapt to the needs and wants of our younger veterans. We are stronger when we all stand together, and every veteran must know there's a place for them within our ranks. We are 1.6 million strong with over 12,000 posts across our nation and around the world. Our landscape is ever changing, and we constantly face new challenges. But with our numbers, we also have the opportunity to make a difference. We have watched with concern and heard the outrage over the recent firings and instability within the VA. But know this, the American Legion demands accountability and continuity. Veterans should not be caught in the crossfire of political agendas. Their care must be sacred, stable, and uninterrupted. Disrespecting a veteran isn't just wrong, it's un-American. Yes. The American Legion has been assured from Secretary Collins that veteran services and benefits will not be impacted. Our Washington staff meets regularly with him and members of Congress to ensure America lives up to its commitment to those who have served. Know this, when our elected leaders forget our veterans, the American Legion reminds them, and we remind them loudly. We continue to push Congress on issues as protecting and enhancing veterans' benefits, combating predatory claim companies, veteran homelessness, the mental health stigma, matters of national security to include protecting our borders, and delays in claim processing, these just to name a few. Please know the American Legion is out there doing the right thing for our fellow veterans, our military, and America. Our Be the One mission can and has saved lives. At his testimony in Washington, D.C. in February, Commander LaCourciere said, and I quote, "We see the war within, which contributes to more than 6,000 veterans taking their own lives every year. It's our duty to change the narrative. That number of 21 suicides a day must get to zero. Anything else is unacceptable," unquote. And did you know the American Legion has trained and educated more individuals on how to respond to anyone in crisis than any other organization in the world? I know many in this room have done that training, and I thank you for that. Let's also continue doing the buddy checks. They are so, so important. I want to thank Commander Rich from the Wildwood Post for yesterday. We did a buddy check on a local Post 184 member named John Hickey, myself, Burley, Gene, Commander Andy, incoming commander, if we let him get there, Dan Channel was there. Who else? Somebody else. Am I missing anybody?
The one gentleman, Mike Dixon.
Yes, yeah, Mike, the Vietnam vet from Post 184. But what I want to get at is that buddy check was fantastic. We did a lot by just showing up and thanking him for his honorable service, making him feel good, and showing him that he is cared and needed for. Do the buddy checks. They really work. A few other things I'd like to mention before I close on the importance of every post submitting a consolidated post report. Sophia will be very proud of me for saying that. It's a simple process. Please push to do this. And I also wanted to mention or tell everyone, if you have not yet, to please go on the Legion's website and take a look at the Membership Impact Report. This is an incredible report that shows all we do in the Legion. If a prospective member has any doubts about joining the American Legion, ask them or show them this report. I'm sure once they see it, they will join our ranks. And I just happen to have a copy of it right here. Has anybody seen this? It's just incredible. One thing stands out real big there. $21 billion is the amount in VA disability benefits secured for veterans in fiscal year 2024, free of charge, by accredited American Legion claims representatives. This will get people or fellow veterans to join our ranks. Other organizations say they do more than the Legion, but none do as much. Don't ever forget that. I mentioned our communities earlier. Commander LaCourciere wants every community in America to know and understand who the American Legion is and what we do. They must know that we are the American Legion, and we support veterans and their families, and we now continue serving America by changing lives and saving lives. And America must know that the American Legion is a voice for veterans and their families. It is an honor to serve as your National Vice Commander, and I'm proud to report that in all my travels, I receive nothing but great things being done by our Legion family. I'm also happy to report that true patriotism is alive and well in America. In closing, I want to remind everyone of the power of unity, as Commander LaCourciere's theme for the year suggests. Loyalty, unity, valor. Together we are strong, together we can achieve our goals, and together we can make a difference. Raise your voices, stand for Americanism, stand for honorable service, stand for every veteran, for every Gold Star family, for every flag-draped coffin, and for every freedom we hold so dear. Let's roll up our sleeves, put our hands over our hearts, and get to work. I plan on finishing the year strong, and I hope you'll join me. The veterans we serve are counting on us. I thank each and every one of you for all you do and your service, dedication, and your unwavering commitment. Be proud you're a member of the greatest veteran service organization out there, the American Legion. God bless each of you, our military, and our great nation. Please have a great convention. Thank you. Thank you, Commander. Thank you, John.
We are the American Legion Department of New Jersey. Be the one.